never mind. It seems that in the world there's a transition going on between like an old guard and a new guard in so many different arenas, whether it be entertainment, politics, fashion, so many trivial things and so many things that impact us on a daily basis. And it seems like the root of it is an exposure of a group of people and their sick beliefs and so on and so forth. What is the wisdom of this and the meaning behind the exposure of the filth, these people tearing each other down and trying to replace each other? Is this pushing us in a direction to where the people are going to wake up a little bit more, and those who can see will see, or is this just another footnote in the story as we push on to that?
Anything that pushes you to an understanding of the Ahir Zaman is not a footnote. This level of understanding the evil of this world and understanding the evil of institutions, the evil of democracy, so-called, the evil of so-called Islamic leaders, the evil of so-called Christian leaders, the evil of so-called Jewish leaders, the evil of all leaders, that they are one, they're not divided. Such a level of understanding and entertainment industry evil, it is just an indication, this is just a tip of the iceberg, and people know it. It's not one party, there are thousands of parties. It's not one, thousands every day. It's been going on for a long time. This is exactly what Islam came to stop. Child sacrifices came to stop. That burying of children in the sands, same. Maybe they don't have all the big ceremony, but same, the shaitan saying you have to kill the innocent for more evil, shaitanic power to come. But this, Muslims have known this, but we forget, or we don't want to see it anymore. Now, this exposure is becoming more focused, more open. Muslims are not taking it up. They're not excited about it. But we see those ones who have been looking for truth, that they are not Muslims, that they're starting to wake up. They're starting to see. They're starting to see all of this, one by one, the shaitanic works. And the only thing that is missing now is the understanding of Islam. Once they understand Islam, then it's finished. You say, Prophet has always been talking about this. Look, Quran is speaking about this. So this is a wake-up call. This is last chance. Distrust of all institutions as evil. Muslims knew this when they followed the Khilafat. But we became part of the institution because we have to if we hubub dunya. So even if we understand theoretically, we shrug our shoulders. What can we do? What do you want us to do? Live in caves? Right? Live in the mountains? That's exactly what the Prophet says. So but those ones were not liking this world. Something is wrong with this world. They're living in this world. Everything is given to them. More things are given to them to be drugged. It used to be, they say religion is the opiate of the masses. No, the state doesn't use religion anymore. It uses everything else as an opiate to the masses. Education is an opiate to the masses. Knowledge, so-called, is an opiate. Entertainment is an opiate. Everything is meant to put mankind to sleep in these last days, never to think. But Muslims having this knowledge, we choose this. To just follow, thinking if you're part of the system, you can bring the system down. You're not bringing the system down, you're supporting the system. and it's changing you. But those ones who are waking up, non-Muslims, and they're realizing this is, yes, we've always suspected this, and now it's becoming even more open. And then when they turn the pages of the Quran, they say, it's speaking to me. That's exactly what I say. So this is last chance, one of the last chances. And people want a textbook understanding of the signs of Dajjal. But they're not interested in the meaning of Dajjal. The meaning of Dajjal is taken over everything. Now a Muslim can be okay with the meaning of Dajjal in this world. Everything that they do in their lives is not according to everything. When they wake up till they go to sleep, the only thing that separates them is 5 times daily prayer, sometimes this and that. That's it. But everything else, the way they think, the way they sit, the way they eat, their attitudes, the likes and dislikes, completely Dajjalic, completely what the system is saying. Their dreams, their hopes, their cars, everything. It used to be once upon a time the Muslims were very distinct in everything. Everything. They do that, we have our own way of doing it. We never say we're just going to take like that. It doesn't mean everything is like that, no. Even if they're going to take European culture and make it to become Muslim. There's no blind following. They take it and they manipulate it. I say, this is... Now we don't even look. Please, brother, there's no Muslim, non-Muslim. Everything is mubah. Everything is neutral. Subhanallah. So 1,300 years, all those ones, all the scholars and all the saints and all the kings, they're all wrong and we are right. Allah. Because the office of Khilafat is the office of the Prophet ﷺ. Because the Khalifa is representing the Prophet. And the Prophet is teaching us our deen. How to live. Not just showing what to believe in. Live as you like, but these are the things you must believe in. No, Prophet came to teach us our deen. So when they remove that office, it's removing Muhammad Rasulullah. Scream and shout as you want. Because now it is no longer a deed, no longer a lifestyle. Islam is not a lifestyle. And there's no power in that. What the Muslims have today is 1,000 times better than what the Ottomans had in terms of material power and everything in its last days. Yes? Yet, everybody still feared Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan. They feared him. Because he's able to move the entire Ummah. He's able to move them. And they listen and they loved him and he loves them. They're able to move them. That they were making a play to insult the Prophet ﷺ, and he says, either stop this or we will declare war and destruction upon all this. This is not necessary. You are insulting your own prophets and other people. We leave that alone, but you're touching ours. Remove that. Just as his grandfather said, either you remove that French again, or you are going to hear our horses' hoofs in the streets of Paris. And the world, even when they declare, oh, it is a sick man of Europe, Turkey, but they were scared. Now they're not scared of us. Just as the Prophet ﷺ said, in the Ahir Zaman, the unbelievers, they will descend on you. They will devour you, rip you to pieces when you are sitting there at a table that is full. The Sahaba Kiram asked, how can this happen? Is it because they're few in numbers? No. Is it because they don't have resources? No. This describes us, and there are people who are twisting that. And they said, then how can it happen? And he says, the love of this world and the fear of death. Once upon a time, our culture, Islamic culture, it is not concentrating on dunya, it is concentrating on Ahirat. And the door to Ahirat is death. Now, whatever you have of dunya, pull back a little bit. There was a time when the sultans that were ruling east and west, north and south, and they were putting the best things in the masjids, in the jamis. And still the scholars are saying, pull back. This is too beautiful. It is too distracting. Pull back, because don't make all those tiles. That the tiles that we're looking now has become so sacred and holy. At that time, the religious ones are saying this is too much dunya. Imagine. They say don't even put the tiles from there because people are just going to watch. They're not going to concentrate. Okay, sultans are saying we will compromise for 3 feet. We're going to put just plain marble so that when people sit, they're just going to look at marble, white. But above that, we're going to put all the tiles, the most beautiful tiles, praising our Prophet, praising our Allah. So Allah gave power. Allah giving us nothing but humiliation. Our enemies are looking, say, they're not going to do anything. You sure? We tested them. In the holiest month of Ramadan, where it's supposed to be very holy, very spiritual, they're busy eating and they don't care that brothers are being bombed. They listen. Everyone's saying, shut up, be quiet, and they listen. So go ahead. Continue. Let them make noise. They're not going to do anything. So we've come to that point. And later we can bribe people, can rebuild. What is it that you want? Because the aim is no longer Ahirat, you see. When your aim is Ahirat, the world doesn't have any value for you. But when your aim is dunya, then whatever you want, they can give you, and you are theirs. You become the servant. So, it is a sign. It's not all new God. Don't speak to me with that jingo lingo. It's always been like that. But it could have been hidden still. Could have been hidden still. It was hidden. It was hidden all this time. You think only one party in one country in 1 year? How many parties there are going on? Thousands. Every single day in different countries. For years and years, decades it's been going on. 100 years it's been going on. The sacrifice of the innocent. Celebrating evil. It's been going on. Masonic rituals. This has been going on. But now this is exposed. But it is, again, these are the things that's checking the pulse of the ummah. This is checking people. Okay, how are you going to respond to that? What is it that you actually see? Oh, once upon a time, Muslims around the world would stand up to defend the Buddhist statues in Bamiyan. They say, oh, astaghfirullah, they are bombing the Buddhist statues. Never mind that statues already been destroyed so many times and it means nothing and there were backroom dealings and this is nothing but a political thing. But they said, no, this is against Islamic values. You cannot destroy all these things. And now bombs are raining on Muslim children. I wonder if bombs are raining on non-Muslim children, would our Islamic leaders, both religious and secular, would they be this silent? Something is very wrong somewhere. But just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling and then you will forget. It's terrible. Allah is putting a seal on the hearts of those ones that they are obeying shaitan. Allah forgive